let's just say that this is an odd one. We're basically just going to be pottering around the reptile room. We've got loads of little bits and bobs to do that I can't really put into one video. So we're going to live stream it. You can come along with me. We don't know how it's going to pan out, what's going to happen, anything like that. But welcome, so to speak, shall we say. Get the camera angle. So what have we got to do? I've got to sort out the live food because I've just picked up a few little bits that I've got to sort of start gut loading. We've got to clean up the table area. We've got to feed the morning geckos. Do you know what? We need to make a list, actually. Got my trusty whiteboard. Hello, everyone. Just coming in. Rex and Snape, Steptoe Gaming. Like I say, this is just going to be... this is a random one. Let's just say that. Because I've got nothing specific planned. Normally when I do a live stream, we've got something specific planned and we'll do stuff. But I've got an awful lot of actual little bits and bobs to do over the next hour or so. So you can come along with me. There's going to be a possibility where I'm going to be working away over there where I won't be able to read comments and stuff. But we're planning on doing something similar to this exact live stream on our other channel, Northern Exotics 2. That's TWO, not just number 2. Northern Exotics TWO. But we need to get that one to 1,000 subscribers. So if you've never heard of it, to be fair, I don't really post any content, or I haven't really posted any content on there for nearly 2 years. But I was thinking of doing just like a live cam, sat up in the corner of the room, just like watching down. You can watch me potter around. The joy of that is you get to have a little insight into basically watching me film the videos, watching me feed the animals. Because I don't really put any feeding videos out there. Just watching me like on the phone to brands or sitting there doing nothing, or just watch the reptile room. It's going to be on for a long time, but we'll just see the interest of that. We need to get Northern Exotics 2 over to 1,000 subscribers before we're actually eligible to do live streams on that channel. So if you've never seen it, go over and do it. But we've got to make a list of the little bits we've got to do now. So I've got to sort out the live food, just simply because I've been down to Sutton Pets and Exotics and I picked up a few little bits that I need. Normally I breed all my own, but occasionally I do pick up the odd bit here and there. I've got to feed the morning geckos. Morning geckos and wish, actually. Spelled wrong. Morning geckos. What else have I got to do? If I get time, I'm going to add another coat of plaster to that. So, plaster. I just can't spell. I don't know why. No doubt a lot of other stuff will come up. Let's have a look at what I've got kicking around. Cut back. Actually, you write it down, and there's actually not that much that needs to be done. Oh, some beetles, because we've had some beetles hatch. What are the chances that I won't actually get a chance to do half of this stuff on the list because I'll just forget to look at the list? I'll put that over there. Let's have a little read on some of the comments and see who's here. Let's have a look. Hey, Matthew Lamb, Dark Souls, or Doc Souls. I don't know. Steptoe Gaming, thank you for becoming a channel member. I'll get your name onto the big enclosure over the next few days. I'll have to go and redo all that anyway. Rex and Snakes, just subscribed. Welcome to the family, matey. You get your Steptoe Gaming gets a chameleon on the 5th. What species of chameleon? I love the panther chameleons, the males specifically, because they're just so brightly coloured. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, here we go. God, there's a fair few people in here. Welcome. I can't pronounce some of your names, so hashtag. There we go. Thanks for being here. Francesco Della Torre, welcome. Oof. The copper player. Right, thanks ever so much, everyone. For being here, but like I said, it's going to be a strange one because you guys are basically just going to sit there while I do some work. So I don't know how well this is actually going to pan out. We'll start with the morning geckos first because they're getting some rapashi today. Nothing special, just a bit of rapashi. Oh. And I have no idea how much talking I'm going to do. We're just sort of trialing it out because, like I say, we're going to start doing it on our other channel, Northern Exotics 2. I think that's a little bit too much water in there. Yeah, and we'll just try it out, see what the engagement's like. I mean, eventually, over time, we'll be able to up the live streams to like 24-hour live streams. So you can basically just pop on any time and actually physically come and have a look at the reptile room, see what's going around. I might be here, I might not be here, I might be working away, I might be filming. A little idea that popped into my head earlier, and I was like, ooh. So then I went way over the top and made a video about it, which is due out tonight. Yeah, I've just gone a bit over the top. Oh, I'll tell you something else that's happened quite recently with our morning geckos. We found one egg, randomly one egg. Again, that'll be in tonight's video. It's nothing special, but yeah, it's an exciting thing, isn't it? God, they eat a lot of food. I've got to stick, this is basically just a Pangea, like a Rapashi. And then it's got to go in with the morning geckos, the big one, the little one, because I've got 3 morning geckos up there. Which actually, I might see how big they are, because they might be able to be big enough to go into back into the big colony. We shall have a look at that a little bit later. So what have we got? Got our flat cap, that goes in with the big ones, and we've got 2 little tattoo ink cups. And we've also got Rapashi all over the table. Where's my towel? I've got a towel somewhere. There it is. So, it is what it is. What are my thoughts on jumping spiders? They're cute. I can rate why everyone likes the cuteness, but I've never had one. I've never felt the need to get one. But they're great for the people that are scared of spiders, that really find tarantulas fascinating. They can get that little jumping spider. They're quite common in some places, because I think Clint's Reptiles, he physically caught one in his reptile room and kept it as a pet. So I mean, fair enough, that'll do. Right, I've got to concentrate on this piece, because I am a sucker for spilling. Oh, there we go, spilling Pangea absolutely everywhere. Oh, so I've still got a bit left. What happens to the bit that's left? It goes in with the mealworms. They can have a little chomp on that one today. Oh, tip it down. There we go. Like I say, this is just one where you're going to be sat over there, because the phone that I'm using to do this live stream is actually charging. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to bring you to this one over here. Let me just unplug you, because I've got something to show you. It's something we don't see that often. Can you see? Ah, it shot away. Right, so morning geckos can easily get out of these setups so easily. And see this little black lip just up here? You've got the door lip just there, then you've got the little black lip. There's actually one hiding out up there at the moment, because I've just seen it up there, won't get out. These little cups, we put them in so that they can lay their eggs inside them. And like months later, they still haven't done it, and it was quite frustrating. Until I turned it over to have a look last night. And there's one. Wow, how cool is that? Yeah, so we've got 1 egg in there at the moment. Yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. Let's spin you back around. Put you back over here while I plug you back in. Like I say, this is a bit of a weird live stream, because we're not really doing anything sort of interacting with you guys wise. Let's spin that back around. And this is what happens with it just goes all dry and crusty. That's what we do. We chuck that in with the mealworms. They'll eat that. They'll clean that tub out, and then when it comes around to feeding again, I'll pick out the clean tub and go again. That's that in there with them. While they're there, I'll give them a mist, because we've got. See how loud that is? That's the only problem with it, but it does an absolutely amazing job. I'll leave that on for a second or two. Hey, Toby's Exotics. Oh. That'll do. And I'll also whack the fog on with that as well. So you will see that enclosure fog up for over the next few minutes. Let's get these 2 enclosures down. Anyone wanting to know how Wish is? There he is. I'll put him just there, and I'll grab the morning geckos. I can only really see 1 morning gecko just there. I don't know where the others are. Oh, there's one just there as well. Yeah, they are what they are. These are baby morning geckos, and Wish is a Chinese house gecko. Wish is what's classed as a wild stowaway. He came to the UK in a shipping container. I wonder how many wild stowaways are actually stuck on that boat that's stuck in Suez Canal that's everywhere at the minute. Just a little heads up. I know they've got a load go out in boats to each individual one of those canal ship things and check on the animals, medicate them, put some animals down. And it'll be interesting to see if there is a summary of how many actual animals did die because of that. It's interesting, isn't it? Right, there's that one in. Let's drop it in a bit better. There we go. There's the morning geckos fed. And time for Wish. Let's put the lid on that because I'm bound to fall over and drop that somewhere. Ha! Again, the little cup goes in with the mealworms. They can have a little scoff on that. Hello, Wish. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you've got a full tummy there, haven't you, mate? Chinese house gecko. I mean, we're quite famous here for having these wild stowaways. We've got Wish here, which is a Chinese house gecko, and we've got Mushu over there, the Callus versicolor. The Callus versicolor came in a shipment of wood, randomly. I'll leave the fogger on for 20 minutes or so. I'll just leave it there. Gives them because it's not hot fog, it's cold fog, so it's not a heat issue. It'll just keep adding the humidity. If I turn that off now, the humidity will just fly out of there in a few minutes. So I'll just leave it on for 15 minutes. The amount of times I've left it on and forgot about it, and it's like come home from work and it's still there, and me fogger's run out of water, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't do them any harm. It's nice to have that spike in humidity every now and then. They get it after a big rainstorm or a big thunderstorm in the wild, so it's just recreating that really. Don't bother too much about it. Right. Did you hear that big bang? That's Diego. I keep getting them two mixed up today. Random. There we go. Boom. I'll have to harvest some springtails out of here soon because there's loads. Right, I'll get these guys back up at their home. You can go up there. And Wish, where are you, dude? He's gone. Oh well. You can go there. How are you doing, Froggy? Yeah, they're fine. Whew. So that's that one done. Put the rapashi away. Right. Ow. I really need to move that enclosure out of the way. But I've got another piece of plastering to do on it. Live food. Right, live food actually, what I need to do is get, where is it? Have I got it in little tubs? I've got everything sat over there in little storage boxes just to make it so it's a bit easier. That's the vitamin. Insect food! That's just basically the gut load that I'm going to use for the live food. Basically, I've got superworms, I've got locusts, and I've got tiny little baby crickets because me tree frogs have gone from fruit flies now over to crickets. I keep tempting to think these baby crickets were the morning geckos like them, but if I chuck crickets in there, Jesus Christ, can you imagine the hassle? Especially if they like miss one and it gets big, and I'm like, no, don't want that. That's the Reptile Systems insect food, the a la carte range. By far the best one that you can get your hands on at the moment. Right, where did I put my stick? I normally throw it in here. There it is. Get off. Oh. Need some water. This is just the gut load that I'm going to be giving to the live food. I'll do. Don't need too much water in it, but it adds for a bit of moisture source for them, and it's healthy. It's like natural. It just splashed in my face. It's like a natural diet for them, but it's got all like the natural colour enhancers and stuff, so you can physically see a natural colour change from the insects. How you would buy them to now to when they've had this, which is quite fascinating to see. Oh, there we go. And yeah, we're going to separate them because they're all in their tubs and we want to give them a bit more space. I might mix the crickets and the locusts together because I've only got a few locusts because Diego had a field day with them earlier. Or then again, I could just feed them to Hugh now. I've probably put them in together. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Ah, me thing's leaking. Ha! So how is everyone? Yeah, the foggers with timers are pretty cool. The way I do this one, because it doesn't have a built-in timer, I normally just plug it straight into the... I've got it all set up so everything's on for 12 hours, off for 12 hours. But when it goes off for 12 hours, it means I can't use the mister and I can't use the fogger. So I have the fogger normally set on a timer for 15 minutes, twice a day, throughout the day. So it'll come on in the morning and it will normally come on about 45 minutes before lights go off. Did anybody else mess up with the clocks? I don't know if where everyone else is in the world, but in the UK, the clocks have just changed to daylight saving times, I think that it's called. I don't know. Oh God, that is leaking. Ah. And yeah, I forgot to change all the timers. But do we change timers on the reptiles? That's the thing that I've always looked at, because it doesn't that just confuse the animal? I know it confused my leopard gecko, if anyone does watch my TikTok. Just a shameless plug to TikTok there. Right, let's have a look and see what I can do here. Have I got... Yes. So I've got this big one just here. I don't know what to put in here. Locusts or crickets? Crickets. Get some of that gut load on the tray. There we go. Oh. Ah, going everywhere. Going everywhere. Pat it down. Patty cake, patty cake. Sorry if I'm missing comments. It's just, it is what it is. So the gut load, just hold it that way. There you go. It's just all full of nutrition and the natural diet that the insects would naturally have. And to be fair, all I'm going to do is take the lid off the, this is baby crickets, put them down, and just let them find their own feet, so to speak. That's it, just a tub with loads of baby crickets in it. That way I'll be able to pick out the exact sized ones that I want, and if they get too big then I'll just feed them to one of the other animals. Simples. Have I got another tub big enough? Let's put this away. Just up there. Right. Got this one here. This one I'll just use for the super worms. It's just a one. This is the tedious, most boringest part of this. Do you know what? Actually, I'll pour the first one in so they do have a bit of bedding. Here's a question for you all. What do you do with these little plastic tubs? I keep a few of them, and then the rest of them I actually send to a friend of mine who's got a live food breeding company, and he uses them to ship them back out to his buyers, I suppose you could call them. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Nah, I'm lazy today, I'll just tip them in. But they can't eat all that bran, so I'll grab the rest of this insect food and pour it in to a cup just like that. That's the joy with these little packets. Everyone says the little packets are a waste of money, but the little packets advertise that you get 10 grams worth of stuff, which is basically a one feed. For that one feed will last a week for your animal. However, I weighed it out a few weeks ago. I got 22 grams in one of them. I was like, what? That'll do me. And there you go. Just something simple. Drop it straight on the top. And to be fair, I'll drop the odd one on there just to sort of. There we go. They can have a munch. They can send a signal out to all their little mates. Their mates will come running over and we'll see them swarming. But again, the leftovers just go in with the mealworms and they will eat the rest of it. So, well, put that over there. I always end up with a load of rubbish. Put them in storage. Right, next one on the list. Plaster the enclosure. No, not yet. We've got locusts there as well, which, to be fair, they're going to be gone tomorrow because I'll feed them to Diego or Hugo so they can stay there. Cork bag. So I've been sorting out, I've got loads of these little white tubs and I've got them dotted around underneath the enclosure, underneath this rack system just here, and I just store all kinds of stuff. I mean, spare water bowls and hides. Just a few little ones for when I just odds and sods and bits for the misting system. I've got a hammer, the hot glue gun, all that sort of stuff in that one. This one is my junk one. It's all full of the gimmicky crap. I mean, yeah, if I ever need a quick setup, just thrown together, that's what they're used for. But this one down here with just a bit of slate rock in it. I've got other slate dotted around all over the place. And this one is the one I put together today. And it's just full of like cool little sticks that I find on my walks. I prepare them and I keep them. And you never know, they might come in handy. But I've started to take apart my Lasiadora Parabana setup. So I got bits of cork bark out of there, but I had to wash them. So cork bark always comes in handy, so I just keep hold of it all and whack it in. And that's that one sorted. Where's that gone? Oh, I've got some more sticks under there as well. So yeah, I've got bits and bobs everywhere. Quite frankly, everywhere. I love this bit of wood. I mean, it doesn't look like much, does it? Until you turn it over. And look at that. I'm just waiting for a nice enclosure to use that on. Thinking maybe the green tree python. Maybe. You never know. We've got a massive twist coming with this enclosure. Once it's finished and done and dusted. Right, sun beetles. Oh, we're ploughing through this list. Sun beetles. What do I mean by sun beetles? We've got a few that have hatched in here. And they've got to be transferred over into here. So I'll swing you around so you can see. Oh look, there's one just there. And there's also one on the lid. No, bit of information for you. In this tub, right, these love to play dead as soon as I pick them up because they're a pain in the backside. See what I mean? Come on, mate. Yeah, so we've got a few of these kicking around in here now. So I'll drop that one down there. Oh, that one's not doing well. We've got this one just here. Drop him down there as well. And there's another one that I've seen this morning. There he is. Come on, mate. Come on. That one just there. So they hatched out this morning. They're going to be... I really need to start cracking on with that one, but this is taking so long at the moment. Drop that back there. Where's my water gone? I'll give them a... Oh, Christ, this is leaking loads. Ah, why are you leaking? Get rid of the pressure. Give them a spray. Drop that down there. Drop that back over there. Find me towel to clear up all this water that's just flew out. I need a new sprayer now. Oh, how are you guys doing? Give them a few more minutes while I dry this floor up. There we go. Right, that's that done, that's that done, that's that done. Plaster. Is there anything else I can do to avoid doing the plastering? No, right. Guess we'll just have to crack on with doing that. I suppose I could clean the glass. Oh, do you know what? I've got one of these jelly pots. I'm going to put that in with the sun beetles. Just because I can, really. Oh, there we go. And it'll be interesting to see if they go and tackle that. Right. Plaster. Where's my plaster? How much have I got in this bag? Because I'm going to need, to be fair, not too much for that enclosure. That's when you know you've made the enclosure correctly, when you tip it upside down and nothing falls. Right, let's get the lid off the water because it's still leaking. This is probably the bit where that went wrong. So there's a leak in the air pump area because that shouldn't have happened. I'm going to have to dry the quite a bit. Now really I should be doing this, but actually filming doing this as well to go with the big build video for that. I can't believe it's taken me nearly a month so far to build that enclosure. I mean, it should have been done in March. Oh wait, no, we still are in March. Should have been done at the beginning of March then. But it's taken me so long, quite frankly, because it's so intricate. It's just, there's so many steps taken. It's the biggest enclosure that I've ever done bioactive, so or the height wise anyway, because I'm struggling with plants as well. What plants do I actually get to go in there? Because there is a lot, and I've planned it out. I've got a few dotted around. I've got a few ferns, palms, loads of other stuff. Let's have a look, see what's... A dubia roach is not available in Canada. I didn't know that. That circle enclosure, the tube style one, that was from Tropical Factory UK. Their tropical tube, they call it. Yeah. Update on the leopard geckos, Viv. I'll take you in there now to the leopard gecko, because that's a great way of procrastinating away from what I'm actually doing. So thank you for that. Because that's obviously, it's not in that room just there. But, poof, there it is. It's absolutely nothing special, but it's doing its thing. For those of you here that don't know or didn't see this build, I feel like I have to explain this. It's not sand, it's a solid substance. We've got a hole up there for the moist hide, which is in there. A couple of more hides down there. Live plants dotted around. Loads more hides underneath that section and over there under that section. She is no doubt going to... Oh, here she is. Ah, what have I done? And she is there. She's actually heard me, so she's sort of like, oh, hello. Yeah, she's loving it in there. Absolutely loving it. So if you love this as well, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That was a slight... Oh, there we go. You coming out, girl? Ah, are you little then? How are you doing? How are you doing? Everyone wants to say hello, bud. Are you going to come and say hello to him? There we go. What's up, mate? Come on. Right, I better go back to the plastering, because I need to get that done, and I haven't got too long to actually get it done. Let's have a look. I'm going to have to put you down there, so sorry you're going to be staring at my boobies for a while. Hugo is kind of still sulking. Oh, Hugo's 3. He's 3 years old. Ah. Yeah, Hugo's only 3. Ooh. Oh god, I'm looking forward to getting that enclosure built. You can, depends. Now the thing with savannah monitors, there's so much misinformation out there. That people have been keeping them how they've been informed to keep them, but times have moved on, information's moved on, scientific research has moved on. So the old way of keeping them, they were only living sort of 10 years. Now people are feeding them more on an insectivore related diet with gut loaded insects, and they're living to like 30 years old. So we'll see how old Hugo gets, I suppose, because I'm going to be around here on YouTube for that long. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I'm not looking forward to this build. Sorry if you disapprove of this, but everyone's got a bad habit. Right. And it's broken. Why is it broken? Okay. Wear a mask when you do plaster. It's not even plaster, it's filler, so I don't know. Who's your favourite reptile that you have? The morning god. So, you know, with me, it's not the reptile itself, it's the whole process. So the animal, the enclosure you can provide for it, the amount of research you do for it. I can say the beauty they get. But the same with the leopard gecko in there. I love Millie. Her enclosure is absolutely amazing, along with her itself. But then, oh, Charlie's out and about. Charlie's a weird one. He's a raw python. Now, I fed him yesterday and he's so active today. It's unreal. Then again, I love Mushu because of his story as well. I love Popcorn because he was the first designer reptile that I got, so to speak. He's a physical morph. But then again, the new one that I'm getting, that I've shown off on my last video, that was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get him back, get him a nice enclosure built up. He's possibly going to be my favourite. He has the potential to do it anyway. Where can I put that? Down there. Wear a mask while you're doing this. I love doing that. The amount of people that say, I hate watching you unbox things because your knife skills are terrible. That's why I don't do it, because I get comments like that. Same as the likes of TikTok. I love putting videos on there that just are going to upset people. I don't know why. And it's not really that bad. Like, I put one on there of Popcorn eating a guinea pig. It was a natural diet. Why not? I'm going to get covered in plaster doing this, aren't I? My COVID experience was when I caught COVID, I was really ill for 2 days. Couldn't get out of bed. And then I went on a live stream with Scott from Scott's Inverts, and then I ended up hungover for 2 days. That was so. In my reality, the best way to get rid of COVID is to get yourself that drunk that you're in bed for a few days, and that's it. You're fine. And then I ended up stuck in for another 8 days. I was doing 13,000 steps a day, walking around my sofa. Bit more powder in with this one. I was still uploading and still doing everything normal while I had COVID. I don't know. Some people just take it different to others, don't they? It affects other people. What am I building? A big Reptile breeze enclosure. Got a full background, full styrene background in this plaster, just to sort of help protect it against the heat. That's all I'm really doing with it. But we've got a fair few people coming onto the live stream now, so welcome to anybody new who is here. I don't know if that's good enough, but it is to me. Let me show you guys what I'm building. And it's on its side at the moment, as you can tell, because I'm about to plaster. See all the white polystyrene down this side? I'm about to plaster that. I've got to plaster all the top corners, and I've got to reinforce that planter a little bit more. But imagine that on its side. Turn your phone sideways and you'll be able to see it. That's basically it. But I've got more vines to add into it, loads of live plants, more branches coming from the substrate layers all the way up to the top. It's just going to be, to get it really good, it's just going to take me a while. And it already has taken a while. Right, and I dropped my charger cable because this is all on charge. Yeah, the horizontal branches. Right, a little insight to everyone who's on this live stream and anybody who watches this far when it's on the replay. The horizontal branches are not really needed for the species this is getting designed for. However, we've got a big twist at the end of this build. So we're gonna upload the build video when it's all done and dusted. So I'm aiming 2 weeks maybe. once I've got all the lighting and the thermostats, the heating, the lights, the mister, the fog system, everything all purchased and arrived and installed, then yeah, I'm going to upload the build video. Then there's going to be another video directly after it, and that's going to be the twist. That's all I can say, because I mean, I've had this plan now for a month. There's a couple of people in the know on what's going to happen about it, and yeah, it's just going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be shocking, but it's going to be amazing. But now I need to figure out how I can get you guys down here to watch this with me. Right, unplug you, because you're getting unplugged. So if you die, you know why. Oh, I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Just sorting out the legs on the tripod, so if you shake it around, you know why. Because I've got to get you guys down. Look at that all fogged up. We'll turn that off now. And we'll spin you around. And let's see what you guys can see now. That's basically it. But you're kind of in my way there, so yeah. It is what it is. But we make this plaster excessively runny so that we can just use a paintbrush to put it on. And we just have to sort of go absolutely insane on it and look where it needs doing. Does it need doing behind that planter? Yeah, so I need to get a lot more behind the planter. And the joy with this is I'll be able to get the come off that way. Oh, so I might be a little bit quiet, partly because I can't see the comments at the moment while I'm busy doing this. There we go, just pour it on, that'll do. Just makes it nice and secure, nice and sturdy, gives it a little bit of heat protection, because again there will be heat on this enclosure, quite a chunk of heat actually. Now this is going on easier than it has done on all the rest of it. Oh, I should really be filming me doing this so that it can go in the build video, but you guys are more important on the live stream. Oops, there we go. It doesn't need to be neat, because this is, majority of this is actually going to get covered with silicone. So it's not just going to be this rocky texture. You still will see a rocky texture. Right, this is where it's going to get a bit sketchy, because I need to get it right in the corners, just like that. Well, this really has gone on easy. I'm surprised, to be fair. I thought it'd take a lot more hassle than what it actually has, which is a bonus. Obviously the back piece is already done. This top piece up here has already been done. There is going to be another coat going over various aspects of it. The aspects that are going to be sort of more prone to seeing the heat. So the more top of the enclosure, top. Oh, it's going together quite well. Oopsie daisy, there we go. Again, sorry if I am a bit quiet, but yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you aren't talking and you're here, just because I like to know that sort of thing. I'll look back when it's done at the comments when I've finished, when the video's finished the live stream part and it's uploaded. That's normally when I'll check everything out. But I do have to keep very close eye on all this, just to make sure I am getting in every little nook and cranny, just to make sure it's doing a good job. Oops, right, I'm going to have to get that piece off there, right under there. Now, it doesn't matter if I get it on the mesh, because I can always clear it off afterwards. There we go. Got to make sure you get behind all the sticks. Again, this piece has already had a coat over it, but the extra protection's only going to benefit it and make it last that little bit longer. Get a bit down there. This is weird because I can't see your comments, I can't see what you're writing, I can't even see what you're seeing. I don't even know whether the camera's actually still recording or working. But doing a good job, so it's all good. Get a bit more extra protection up there. There we go. Is that the bottom of the enclosure? Oh no, I've got a little bit up there. Right, spin it so again like that. This is where we need to be quite clever, because we need to get it down the very back of the enclosure. But where? Because my head can't fit in. Right, I'm going to need quite a bit down there because it is quite a lot. So God, it is a lot down there. Didn't realise it was that much. Huh. I might be able to even fit a new planter down there. God, how am I going to get the silicone down there on the next stage? That's the next thing. I might just have to do with Mr. Bean and stick a piece of dynamite inside the actual tin of silicone and just let it explode in there. I think that's done, but I'm going to go over it again just to sort of add that little bit extra to be safe. There we go. Oh, getting there, slowly but surely. Oh. Next, I'm actually going to brush over some of the the areas that are going to get the heat attacked. Get it in them, and then I'll cover it again. This is getting awkward. It'll be worth it in the end. Right. So this is what we have to go through to get videos out all the time. This is going to be, I can't wait to see the animal in here. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, that weren't too bad. Did I get in all the areas though? No, I didn't. Good thing I checked that. Yep, there's that bit done, and oh, got this bit. Yes. Sorry, there was a piece there I just couldn't get into. I was struggling a bit. I could have just poured this piece on. I didn't even think of doing that. This is quite tangly, actually. Huh. I've got that piece down there to do. I keep spotting little bits that need doing that I've not done yet. Sorry if you can't see anything, but it's a hard piece to get to down here. God, I keep spotting these little stupid bits. Oh, I'm getting too old to be on my knees this long. I will be checking comments shortly. I've just got to finish up this bit. Get a bit more all over the place just to sort of help it. A bit more down this bottom end. It's coming together and we're nearly out of plaster, so I know we're doing a good job so far. Let's get a bit more here. And this last chunk can actually go up here. I think, quick glance over once last time. I think that's done, so I'll grab the last little bit and just go done. That's that piece done. Oh Christ, let's give me a towel. Right, so I'll come over and check some comments. Oh. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Kai. Hi, Rose, Francesca, Kai, D-Drag. Oh, I don't know how to spell that name, how to pronounce that name. Ha! Oh. Reptile ASMR. Ha, nice one. Ha! Angie Graham, welcome. I have got some bits actually planned. Look at that. The morning geckos enclosure cleared up really quickly. If you're new to the stream, we fogged it up earlier. So I'm just adjusting the legs on the tripod once again, just so I could see you guys a little bit more. And I'm really bad at doing this, so you're going to hear it jerking, you're going to hear it jolting around. And that's not ASMR. Right. Oh Christ, I'm knackered after that. It's amazing how the little things knacker you out. Right, you're plugged in. There we go. Right, just got to... you're wonky. Yeah, so I just have to leave that now for 24 hours to cure. Tomorrow I can come back and I've got to give a couple more coats around a few little areas, but those coats that I have got to add to it, I'm going to be adding some acrylic paint into the actual plaster mix to try and colour the mix up, so that when the rock face is showing on the final build, it's going to have a nice look to it. That's the plan anyway. I'm colour blind, so I mean, it could look pink for all I know. You never know, do you? But we've got a majority of the plants available. I don't know how I'm going to plant this too well, because all small, so I can't really stick big bushy plants in those small little areas. But then again, the roots might be able to grow through those fibre plant pots into the background, which would be quite cool. I say it'd be quite cool. Imagine if it pushes into the background in 10 years time and pushes the background away from the mesh. We'll see how that one pans out, I guess. But what else have we... Oh God. What else have we got to do today? So I've done the live food, the sun beetles, plastered the enclosure, I've done the cork back. What else was there? I've got to spray down some of the animals. That's one. Oh, my spray bottle's broke. Oh well. I'll go around and do that. Or attempt to do that. It's probably going to leak everywhere, but it needs to be done. Mushu especially. That's not working. Why is that not working? There we go. I need a better scenario for actually doing this. But then I've got a better option than pumping this. Because now that this is actually broken, I've got an option or a reason to go and buy a new one. What's up, Mushu? Wish gets a spray. Only a little spray for Wish. And so do the morning geckos. They get a bit bigger of a spray. Tick and tock. Tick and tock. Ticky 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 tock. Your water bowl needs filling up as well, buddy. There we go. Back over to Mushu's plant. Where is he? He's over there. Sorry, mate, I know you don't like this. But there you go, you're gone. Give the plant a go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the plant's over here. Every time you have live plants, you always forget the odd one or two, especially when you've got as many as I have. Right. Is that done? Is that done? Yeah, I think I'm done. There's always something we're going to forget, isn't there? 21 people here. Oh, nice one. I'll find my moss at the forest. Humidity. Yeah, I've got a load of moss. One, two. I've got 4 pots of moss that I found and I'm growing, because that enclosure down there is going to have a bit of moss in it. I've added a bit more into the morning geckos, and I just keep adding little bits here and there, because if I can add a little piece into a big enclosure, it eventually does grow quite big. That's the plan anyway. I'm propagating a lot of plants as well at the minute. I've got weeping dews I'm propagating over there. I'm propagating a pothos over there. That pothos is massive now in Mushu's enclosure. I want to be tempted to live plant popcorn, the big boa constrictors enclosure, but it doesn't tend to be working that well, just because I can't find plants that are actually big enough or sturdy enough, so to speak. It's all good. I've got a big frame down there which I'm going to do a big build for. I'm just gibbering on with that one. But we've got morning gecko eggs, which I've got to move into another tub eventually. That's not a right now thing. I'm going to give that another week in there, because there's only 1 egg in there, and normally they lay 2 eggs. So I want to wait for her to see if she lays another egg there. If she does in a week, then I'll be able to move those 2 eggs into a container and just let them hatch out on the in there. That's an idea. I don't know. We've got so much going on. It's unreal. The big invertebrate communal. Another tarantula build. Oh, we've got something coming in the post tomorrow from Scott's Inverts. He texted me saying, what's your address? So I got dead scared, and I was like, oh, what are you going to send me? What are you sending me? And it's a joke thing, I think. It could be a joke thing. I don't know. I'm going to film a video tomorrow when it comes. If it comes early enough, I'll film the video tomorrow, and I'll get that uploaded, because it'll be fun to see what he's actually sent me. I don't know. It could be anything from something cheesy, a little sticker, or it could be an animal, or it could be absolutely anything. Knowing Scott it could be absolutely anything. So I'm quite scared, to be fair. If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm a bit scared. But I think basically for the reptile room, that's me finished in here for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's me finished in the reptile room for now. So I'm going to shoot off for a bit and start getting myself ready for work and stuff like that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Peace out.